Well. Some of you guys really seem to like part 2 of me finding flaws in Driving Empire's licensed vehicles, so I figured why not do a part 3. So, you will see the car right behind me, the Gunport Apollo Enraged. Now, I went over a flaw that this car had in part 1, which was the logo not going on the car properly. Like, the front logo you see, like where my cursor is, like this logo right here. And in that video, I said that sometimes the steering wheel would have 2 yellows and a black instead of a yellow, red, and black. Well, that actually happened to me today, and there's another flaw that I forgot to point out. The oversized text on the brake calipers. Like, I go ahead, get in the car. Like, look, you can kind of see it more clearly here. But look, 2 yellows and a black instead of this, which is the normal colors of the German flag. Also, the logo, like, kind of, like, does, like, the same thing that this logo here is doing. Like, you see that? Kind of weird, but anyway. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, there's actually another flaw that I forgot to point out as well. Look, you see the tips of these exhaust pipes here? Like, look, if I go ahead, you can clearly see that, you know, how they are. But if I go ahead and pop this open, I'm not sure if you guys saw that clearly, but I'm pretty sure if you slow the video down, you might be able to see on how, like, the engine cover just goes straight through the exhaust pipe. Like, I'll go ahead and do it one more time. Go ahead and put that into slow motion and see if you guys notice it. If you don't, then, you know, maybe I'm just seeing things. Anyway. Wait. Now, in part 2 of the series, I mentioned on how the Lotus Elija, or Evija, can either have gold or silver. And, like, look, silver right here. In part 2 of the series, it was gold, and what is going on here? Like I said, in part 2 of the series, I really wish that there was a stock option where you could choose between the silver and the gold. Like, that would be, like, you don't know on how cool that would be. Like, you can either have gold or silver on this car. Not like the main body color itself, but like the thing on the wheels, like this part on the wheels that has the logo right on the middle of it, and in here on the interior, like the AC vents, the sides of the center console and all that. You know, if you saw part 2, you would know what I'm talking about. Now, there are actually some flaws that I forgot to point out in part 2 with some McLarens. Specifically with the 765 LT Spiders. Both the default and the Halloween edition. But before I show you the issue with that, let me go ahead and grab the 765 LT Coupe. Look, if I go ahead right here, you see this little area right here? Like look, I'll get out the car, go into cinematic mode. This little area right there. Pay close attention to that. I go ahead and grab out the 675 LT Spider. I go into cinematic mode. Look, that part is not there! And plus, you can literally just, like, see the outside of the interior. Same with the 765 LT Spider. Well, yeah, same car, just, you know, the Halloween edition. Yeah, same exact thing. Now, I don't exactly know what's going on there, but I don't know on how I didn't notice that. I only found out about that issue a couple of days ago, to be honest. But anyway. Next up is with the Pagani Zonda C12. Which, fun fact, Horacio Pagani, the founder and CEO of Pagani, actually worked at Lamborghini. He was an engineer at Lamborghini and helped design the Countach. However, he soon left Lamborghini and created his own Italian hypercar company, which would be Pagani. But however, if you look right here, what is this? Why is there just like that chain there? Oh, and also, not to mention, this is the most you have to spend a ton of in-game money just to get this one car. Like, look, I go ahead and pull up the Pagani collection. Like, look at 13.5 million, 8.5 million. Like, jeez. Oh, and also, I don't know as to how or why I skipped this, but why does, like, you know how they have, like, gradients on McLarens and whatnot? Like, I go ahead, like, something like this. Why does the 750S Spider have gradients, but the 750S Coupe doesn't? Like, is there something that I'm missing? Like, what is going on? Anyway, back to the Zonda C12. Literally see right there. Let me go ahead and grab out every single upper Pagani that I have, and none of them have that issue that the Zonda C12 has with the little, like, chain net in the middle of the exhaust. Huayra. Huayra BC. Huayra BC Tempest. Huayra Tempest. The Utopia. Which, by the way, I don't get. Why did people even call this car ugly? Like, personally, I don't see anything ugly with this car. Like, I don't see anything ugly with it. I mean, maybe people were hating on it because it was a trend or something. Listen, I don't get it. Listen, I'm not up to date with the trends, alright? Jeez. Anyway, Zonda Cinque. Zonda Cinque Roadster. Zonda F. Zonda F Special Edition, which is the one from the 2024 Halloween event. Zonda F Roadster. Keep pulling up the radio, dude. Zonda HP Barchetta. The Zonda Revolutionary Barchetta. And the Revolution. by the way, these are all amazing Pagani's, by the way. Like, none of them have the issue that the C12 has. Now, this issue doesn't really bother you unless if you look extremely closely. Like, if you look closely, like, if you don't look as close like this, you won't notice it. Like, tell me if you guys notice it. Like, from this point of view. Like, you guys notice it? Like, this? And the exhaust circle? Like, you guys even notice this when I'm driving at this angle? Like, look, I'll go ahead and slow down the car. I mean, you can kind of notice it, but not as much. But anyway. Oh, and also, honorable mention. You know how I mentioned on how the 2009 Chevrolet Corvette CR1 had McLaren doors when it was first added? You know, the doors would just go straight up. Well, this 2010 Pontiac Solstice, I think that's how you say it, also had McLaren doors when it was first added. Which was also in Fresh Rambo's video. I will admit, this Pontiac does look a bit ridiculous. Not to mention, it kind of looks like a BMW with like the two separate front grills. Like, with like the logo at the top, you know, and the two grills right down here. It kind of looks like a BMW. Now I'm not going to be able to unsee that. Next up is with the 2020 Quantum Rocket. Now, you notice like the details on this thing? Like, look. This detail, the door handles, this section of the interior, matter of fact, everything in the interior except for the seats, all went gray without warning. Like what happened? Like, they just suddenly all went gray, and we still don't know as to why. And Voltex has yet to fix this issue. Did the texture, like, get removed or something? Like, seriously, I want to know, what happened to make all these details just go gray? Like, seriously, what happened? Anyway, next up is with the SSC Turatara Striker. Now, look, you notice on how this car has a rear wing? If it has a rear wing, then why in the heck does it have a pop-up spoiler? Like, listen. The default Turatara, I can understand as to why it has a pop-up spoiler. But the Turatara Striker and Aggressor both have a pop-up spoiler despite the fact that there's a rear wing. Now listen, I get it if the spoiler like cut around this like little part right here. I would understand if you like cut around it. But no. The entire spoiler just goes up. Completely breaking. Like, what? Like, I'm pretty sure that's not how that would work. I don't know. Like, imagine before, having a pop-up spoiler with a rear wing like this. Like, what do you guys even think would happen? Like, I don't know and I don't want to know. Alright, next up, I know this isn't a licensed vehicle, but it's the 2000 school bus. Now, listen, yes, I know that's out, but this is the oldest vehicle model in the game. But it has two flaws. One of them being the exhaust pipe being hollow. Like, I go ahead, get out the bus, go into cinematic mode. Look at that. The inside of the exhaust pipe is like completely hollow. Like, look at, those are the wheels of the bus right there. You can literally see them through the inside of the exhaust pipe. Ayo, pause. Oh, not to mention this piece of the exhaust pipe. What is this? Oh, and also not to mention on how awful the interior is. I mean, look at it. Two parts of an image for the seats. Not to mention, a lot of the windows are open on this model. Not to mention, you can barely customize the interior in any way, shape, or form. Now, I do understand with, like, that being said, this is the oldest vehicle model in the game, so, of course, you know, the vehicle models weren't the best back then, but, you had to do what you had to do, honestly. They even had images of, like, the switches right here, which I don't know what these do on an actual school bus, as well as an image of a speedometer with, like, oh, like, I go ahead and I take a card like this. Look at how detailed it is. Like, you got the knobs, the buttons and all those details and all that. Even the tags and all that, like all the badges. Oh, and even a detailed engine. But compare that to the school bus, or compare the school bus to that, yeah, no. Not to mention, this thing is like the slowest vehicle in reverse. Only 7 miles an hour? I mean, I get it, it's a school bus. I mean, school buses are not meant to go that fast. But one thing I'm also sure about is that school buses don't shoot flames out of the exhaust. Not to mention, the flames aren't even placed correctly. Like, look. Hold up. Yeah, like, look, they're off-center. Like, go ahead, rewind the video, and play it in slow motion, and see if you can notice. Because I definitely noticed it. But if you guys didn't see it, like I said, go ahead and play the video in slow motion, so that way you can see it better. I'm not saying that you need glasses or anything, but, you know. But, you know, maybe just slow the video down and you'll see what I mean. And no, that's not what I meant by you need, okay, no. None of y'all need glasses to see that, alright? Okay, no, listen, if there's anyone that needs glasses to see that, I am truly sorry to the people that I offended. I am truly, truly sorry about that. But anyway, moving on to the last few cores of the video. It has to do with all of these cars right down here. Specifically, these 3 Zenvos and this G-Wagon. Well, maybe the Zenvo too. I don't really know. Oh yeah, look. The text is like, the top of the text is like kind of disappearing. Not to mention, this is an insanely beautiful car. It's a shame that this thing isn't road legal. I mean, I get it. It kind of looks like something made on the track. So, not to mention, what even is this material right here? What even is that? That looks like something that you would find on a kitchen countertop in a mansion. Like, what is this? Like, what material is that even? Anyway, regardless, next up is with the Zenvo Aurora Ratul? I think that's how you say it? I don't know. Oh, look at the Zenvo text. It's not even there. Look at... Notice on how, like, this car is gas-powered? There's not even an engine inside of it. Like, there's this little slot right here, and there's no engine. At all. Like, what? Anyway, next up is 2017 Zenvo TS1 GT. Now, there's actually 2 issues of this car. One of them, obviously, being the oversized text on the calipers. Which, if you don't know, that is the exact same as the badge right here. But if you go ahead and go into first person, there's no windshield right here. Now, obviously, there is going to be a windshield from the outside, but from the inside, no windshield at all. And also, I'd like to mention on how, like, this car also has, like, 2 colored, like, seats. Like, you can have, like, the seats, like, 2 different colors, kind of like the Bugatti Evo, which, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people have been wanting Bugatti in the game. I mean, think about it. We have Pagani, and we have Koenigsegg. I mean, we do have Bugatti in the game, but not really. I mean, we do have this, which, I mean, it does look somewhat hideous, yeah, sure, but don't even get me started on the Ravana Racing. That thing did not look like a Bugatti Bolide at all. Anyway, next up is with the Zenvo TSR, or S. Which I'm guessing that this is like some sort of street legal Zenvo for the track, I guess? Like, it's like a track Zenvo, but it's like road legal, I guess? I don't really know. Not to mention, the aerodynamics that the spoiler has on this car is absolutely insane. Like, look. You turn, like, the spoiler, like, tilts which direction you're turning. Not to mention, if you open up the engine cover, look at that! And once you close it, that is insane! Oh, and yeah, the oversized text on the calipers yet again. Anyways, last up is with the 2017 Zablingo J274, which which is also known as the Mercedes AMG G63, or better known as the G-Wagon. You can tell it's the AMG G63 by the exhaust pipes right here. Also, one other flaw right here. Look at, you see this? That is the fake Mercedes badge that used to be on the Mercedes, that on all these cars, on all these Blingos in the game. But now they're just gone. Like, look, this wheel doesn't have it, this wheel doesn't have it, this wheel doesn't have it. Then why is this wheel the only one that has the fake Mercedes logo? And also, not to mention, I find it ironic that this is one of the only vehicles in game, which I don't know if there's more than one that has this feature or detail, but this is one of the only cars in the game to feature a license plate on both the front bumper and back bumper, which I do find pretty cool. Not to mention, what is this? Now, obviously, these are supposed to be like the buttons that you see like right here and all that, but why is it like this? Not to mention, it doesn't even... Like, I don't get it. Not to mention, I also do love the tinted windows on this car. Oh, and the sound it makes. Just amazing. Anyways, y'all, that's gonna be it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. And yeah, like I said, I'll be trying to post every other day, or possibly every single day this summer. Now that school's out, I'll probably be uploading every other day or every day if possible. I don't know if uploading every day is going to be possible for me, but I'll give it a try and see how it turns out. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!